Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Akron Zips, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely, David Pollack from the And the Zips will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Toledo's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Rockets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Using the quick game. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Open. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. Plucks it out of the air. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. And the Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Zips offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Polk. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. It's Finley. It's caught. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Zips are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Rockets will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Bounced off his feet.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. They boot it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the draw. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Pulls and fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. To the air, it's Finley. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Zips really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
The Zips will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Holly. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man, it's Rudolph. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He's got it on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Gleason. Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle, it's Rudolph. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Finley. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Zips will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Rudolph. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Rockets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to throw again. Got his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Rockets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Rudolph. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rockets will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Gleason. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Traina. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Caught in the backfield. It's Curry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Zips send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Back to throw, it's Gleason. It's complete to the right. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's Holly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Rudolph. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
The Rockets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Polk. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Zips will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Rockets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the punt team. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. But jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Makes the grab. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Wants to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Curry. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Adams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Zips kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. It's a draw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Curry. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. The Zips come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That's 20, he's got space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Nice move to keep running. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Curry. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
1st and goal, Akron.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to punch it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by 12 to South Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Gleason. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Leaves it with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Using his legs, it's Trainer. Spins away from the defender. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Yeah, if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Finley. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Zips have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Zips will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He'll do it himself. Got a little space. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Gleason. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quick strike complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Polk. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Zips in the hurry up.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
To the air, it's Finley. Pressure coming. And they get it to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
3rd down coming.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Running into the open space. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Zips can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Zips started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Adams. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 28 over Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They want that clock to run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.